For a latest on that fire, you can actually see the smoke on satellite.
I can, Tom. I was just able to pinpoint it on True Color satellite, and I've highlighted it for you. You can see when the fire began, and then all of the smoke that is associated with that fire that is now moving towards Houston and southeast Texas because of that flow from that cold front that moved through over the region today. So you can see that fire, how it's dispersing, and some of the smoke from that is headed our way. It might reduce air quality slightly, but here's what it looks like outside right now. So potentially a slight haze out there. You can see that in our Lake Conroe tower cam right now, but beautiful blue sky here in Houston. We're going to keep a close eye on that fire, but also our current fire danger, because we still have winds gusting between 20 to 30 miles per hour right now. Combine that with the low humidity out there. We do have a fire weather warning that's in effect until 9 p.m. for every single county, almost every single county in southeast Texas. And even tomorrow when winds die down, it will still be warm, humid, and the ground is dry. So that is why fire conditions are critical and elevated today, more so than any other day we've seen this week so far. Winds, they are going to stop gusting eventually today. They're going to start to die down tonight and overnight into tomorrow morning. And it is going to be a cooler night. I mentioned the cold front. You'll feel it by tonight and tomorrow morning with temperatures falling into the low 50s. But tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day in southeast Texas. Not as humid, sunny once again with highs in the mid 70s once we get to the afternoon. Great day to be outdoors if you have any plans. But one thing I do want to mention, you probably heard some thunder earlier this morning in portions of southeast Texas. That's all with a big system that is now pushing off farther to the east, the southeast, in a tornado outbreak right now. We're going to have more details on that, and if we could face any severe weather with an active pattern over the next few days, coming up in my full forecast, Tom.
Back now with our weather, meteorologist Elyse Smith. I guess we're avoiding the worst of these severe storms.
We are. We did have some thunderstorms early this morning, though, between about 2 and 4 a.m. associated with those strong thunderstorms that are still moving through the southeast right now. But from the fire weather to the storms, everything we've seen from yesterday, today, even tomorrow, all associated with this powerful weather system. So again, if you have friends from New Orleans to Jackson, Mississippi, up through Birmingham, Nashville, and as far north as the Midwest, Pittsburgh, everyone here is within the storm zone today, and then that shifts to the East Coast tomorrow. The strongest storms have developed along the first front that rolled through earlier today. That is now off to our east. We have a second cold front that is going to move through tonight. This is a reinforcing front, and that's going to allow for temperatures to cool down into the upper 40s or low 50s for tomorrow morning. So jackets needed once again. It's not going to be as humid. It's not going to be as warm in the morning. 52 degrees for a morning low tomorrow in Houston, 49 in Tomball, 48 in Huntsville. But then with how warm it's going to be tomorrow, all the sunshine, that's what I mean. That's when we're going to see temperatures rise into the mid 70s. All in all, I think tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day here in southeast Texas, and we keep the good weather going into the next week. St. Patrick's Day on Monday. Irish eyes are smiling on us here in Houston with that beautiful weather. Then for Tuesday, we start to add in a little more humidity. It's not going to be humid whatsoever, but that's with our next weather system that's going to move in across the country. So high pressure is in control of the forecast this weekend and into early next week. That's going to move away. By Tuesday, we'll be monitoring our next system developing. Another cold front on the way for Wednesday into Thursday. This front this time around is not necessarily going to be a storm front. Once again, it's going to bring cooler temperatures back to southeast Texas. So a bit of a roller coaster over the next week or so, with temperatures warming up into the 80s, but then cooling back down into the 40s and 50s for some mornings. Meanwhile, here's a live look to Houston. You might notice it's a little hazy out there, but it's not too bad right now. 79, great weather, gorgeous evening on our hands. And then here in Galveston, oh, look at Pleasure Pier, people riding the ride there. Spring break fully underway, 81 degrees right now in Galveston. It's been a beautiful week to be out on the water and near the coast today. One thing I want to mention, though, with that fire in Fredericksburg, you can see some of the cumulus and some of the smoke that have developed with it. We're seeing some high-level clouds move into southeast Texas right now, and some of that smoke. I'm not too concerned about air quality at this moment, but that is a fire we're going to keep a close eye on. The rest of the cloud cover you see, it's not associated with fires at this moment. It's just associated with that transitioning weather pattern that we have for tonight. So one thing I want to mention here on Future Track, you can see some clouds moving in. It's picking up on what could be a rain chance. If there's any lingering moisture in the air tonight, that's what that would be. I wouldn't even really call it rain. And the latest analysis has very dry dew point temperatures and relative humidity. So I think just a couple of passing clouds, that's what we'll have tonight. Tomorrow morning, a bright sunny start to the day. Lots of sunshine for the rest of the day tomorrow on Sunday. So your Houston 10-day forecast now. Beautiful weather, much more seasonal, cooler weather takes us into the start of the week. Next cold front arrives on Wednesday. Small rain chance more so cools us down for the first official day of spring on Thursday, with another warm up and chance for potentially a few scattered thunderstorms next weekend, Tom.
All right, Elyse, thank you.